A massive sail. Hooked claws. A long crocodilian-like snout equipped with sharp conical teeth. Spinosaurus aegypticus. This hulking piscivorous predator is an unmistakable superstar of prehistory. Hey guys, SpinoDude here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 2019 PNSO Scientific Arts Spinosaurus, the Spinosaurus. This is a museum-quality PNSO replica of our beloved African theropod, Spinosaurus, sculpted by Chinese paleo artist Chao Xuang. While the current reconstructions of Spinosaurus tend to be controversial at the moment, PNSO has presented us with what is, in my opinion, a striking but naturalistic depiction of the animal. Spinosaurus is sculpted in a short-legged bipedal stance, with a long swan-like neck and an even longer tail for balance. The tail itself is impressive lengthwise, taking up over half of the animal's total body length. Altogether, this piece measures a whopping 19.5 inches, 49 centimeters long, and stands at 7 inches, 17 centimeters tall with the base. Spinosaurus is sculpted with his bloodied snout turning to the right, presumably being wary of a potential challenger. The posture is quite active with the spacing between his legs, and the elegant curvature and flow of his long tail whips off towards his left. He clutches the corpse of an Onchopristis he was feeding on in his left hand, which has to be my personal favorite part of Spinosaurus's interactions with his base. PNSO could very well have just sold their replicas without a display base, but the inclusion of this mini diorama brings Spinosaurus to life on a whole new level. His base is sculpted with lovely sand and dirt detail, and the darker colors on the edges suggest the earth is drenched from a nearby water source. This mini diorama is complete with the butchered body of an Onchopristis, a perfect prey item for the piscivorous Spinosaurus. The wilted fins and saggy skin of the corpse suggest it has been dead for quite a while, which leads me to assume that Spinosaurus is either scavenging or has returned to one of his previous kills. The gaping wounds on the corpse are expertly sculpted and painted, and match up well with Spinosaurus's hand claws. Spinosaurus's snout is even complete with bloodstains to further cement that he is feeding on the Onchopristis. The stains are more prominent on my Spinosaurus than they are on others I have seen. His jaws feature the iconic Spinosaurus notch, and are equipped with rows of beautifully sculpted conical teeth, which are quite sharp to the touch. The interior of his mouth is painted in a fleshy pink color, complete with a glossy finish to represent saliva. This model features an articulated bottom jaw, which interlocks beautifully with the top jaw. While the rest of the model is made out of a hard PVC, the bottom jaw is molded in a soft bendy material, allowing the mouth to close realistically. There is some slight gapping where light can shine through on the attachment point for the jaw, however. Spinosaurus's head shape overall is extremely well done, and definitely matches up well with the actual skull of Spinosaurus. The back of his head, however, is a little tall, and the slope down the top of the snout could definitely have been more gradual. Spinosaurus's head crest is painted in a bright yellow-orange color, and while I feel the paint could have been applied nicer here, it is a great choice of color that contrasts the rest of the body nicely. His striking yellow eyes are tiny, but beautifully painted for their size. At first, I thought Spinosaurus was missing sculpted nostrils, but they are just difficult to see with the naked eye. I would have liked if they were more prominent. They appear as mere scales at first glance. The scalation detail throughout a Cian's body is nothing short of incredible, with different scale shapes and patterns to be found everywhere. My personal favorite area for scalation detail is on his back, where rows of large scales run up each of the vertebrae supporting his massive sail. The vertebrae continue down his tail, supporting a shorter sail running all the way to the tip. This is a very interesting creative choice that I am actually very fond of. A Cian's tail ends in what I like to call an homage to crocodilian Spinosaurus tails. It is reptilian in appearance, but not excessively crocodilian-like. The scoots running along a Cian's back are a very nice touch to the model's overall look. There are different sizes and shapes running down the body, with a few being broken off intentionally to help add to the realism of the piece. A Cian's limbs exhibit beautifully toned musculature detail. His feet feature toe webbing, reflecting Ibrahim's semi-aquatic Spinosaurus study from 2014. His hands are equipped with massive claws, and while the claws themselves are beautiful, his hands are a hot topic of discussion. A Cian features a thumb about halfway up his mid-arm, completely separated from his actual hand. This is a very odd design choice and easily my least favorite part of this entire piece. The thumb is more prominent and awkward on the Cian's right hand. His left, which is grasping the Anca Pristis, has the digits a bit closer together, making it appear more natural. While a Cian's proportions are extremely well executed, aside from his controversial hands, there is unfortunately the presence of shrink wrapping in some areas, particularly on his sail and across his ribcage. This model's coloration is simple, but beautifully done. The dry brushing with different shades of green helps showcase each individual scale across the body, adding depth and texture to the animal. While the greens take up the majority of the color scheme, a Cian's underside is brushed in a light gray color to bring some attention to the beautiful scalation patterns on his stomach. His sail breaks up the green color scheme further with a nice tan and brown gradient, helping the namesake of Spinosaurus stand out. To further cement how massive this piece truly is, here is Neda the Little Spinosaurus for comparison, a figurine from PNSO's mini range. A new green color variant of Neda is now available to display alongside a Cian. In conclusion, a Cian the Spinosaurus does have a few anatomical issues, but overall, this is the most stunning piece I have ever unboxed. If you are a Spinosaurus fan and want to show it, I 100% recommend this piece. I can say with full confidence that a Cian is not only my new favorite Spinosaurus model that I own, but he is the pride of my entire collection. If you want to get your own Cian the Spinosaurus, he is quite expensive on most websites, which is why I used AliExpress. The model does not come with the collector's box or booklet, but it is much cheaper and shipping is free. I will put a link down below in the description for anyone who's interested. Also keep in mind that shipping could take over a month as it is coming from China. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also leave a comment telling me what you think of a Cian the Spinosaurus. As always, I will see you in my next video. Take care, and bye-bye.